because
Well, how do we want to start this one? Or just somebody just start going and we'll just start going?
I thought we already started.
I mean, I did, but I just didn't want to forget it while I'm checking everything over.
Well, maybe introductions.
I mean, we could.
Hi, I'm Daryl.
I'm John. Johnny.
I'm Jim. And who do we have today on the horn?
Wait, don't turn the channel. You've tuned into High Gravity.
The show where we talk about beer, brewing, and bullshit.
Where the only thing we take seriously is the next round.
So grab a glass.
Fill it with something cold.
And enjoy the show.
I'm Luke.
Hey, welcome back, Luke from Collision Bend Brewing. Luke has been kind enough to send us a bunch of his Collision Bend brews, and we're gonna try them all today and get rocking. And
I'm excited.
Talk to Luke about his beers. They were a hit last time, so I anticipate these are gonna be pretty good.
Then I tried a bunch of new ones when we were down there a couple weeks ago, and I think you're gonna be hopefully excited for some of this can art because this is pretty cool. Everything looks awesome.
Well, let me.
As we go along, remind me which ones you have because there's we work with different artists and it's mostly all local artist stuff. So it's cool.
That's awesome.
It's fun stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
Daryl sent some of his beers down when Johnny went down to visit. So Luke's got a little sample of the hometown here, and we're going to get a little bit of the hometown from there. So we're going to start with probably Daryl's favorite style of beer.
Get it out of the way.
Which is Once Upon a Lime, a fruited sour ale. And we got a little can description here. It says, take the lime and the cucumber and drink them both up. Zesty lime and fresh cucumber flavors combine in this light sour ale to bring you a refreshing taste of summer. Take a walk on the lime side. So I'm excited about this.
I am too.
So we were trying to be as cheesy as we possibly could when we came up with our description on that one. Because the title itself, we went back and forth on some of those other lime puns, and so we basically threw it to Chat GPT or something. We're like, give us the dumbest lime puns you can come up with. And
That's awesome.
I think it did a great job.
I think, we like
That
it.
smells good.
And the can art's really nice too. It's got it's really bright, like green and yellow summery colors, and it's got cucumbers and limes all over it, and a wonderful combination. It definitely has that just a
limey,
little
I
bit
like
of
it.
tart smell. Definitely smell that it's a sour.
Yeah. Smells great.
Ooh,
I like it.
yeah, it tastes good to me. It's got that real like farmhousey funk.
Yeah, refreshing.
It is refreshing. Yeah, I could definitely see drinking something like that out on the boat.
I'd order a couple of them.
Yeah, I don't know about that. My gut might tell me otherwise if I drank a couple of them.
I will say it doesn't taste real sour. It has more of that like lime tart to it.
It's almost like beer with lime juice.
Yeah.
And a little
better.
farmhouse. Yeah. So what's the story behind this one, Luke? Like how did you come up with this one? What was the origin story, if you will?
Oh, that origin story of that one was just we were looking for our downtown, where you guys have been, our downtown spot is driven by summer and outside, and we got a big patio and stuff like that. And so we're always just looking for another good summer quencher, And we hadn't put a sour in the lineup, so that was just kind of like the direction we took. There had been a beer. It was sort of inspired by a beer that.
I'll take more.
That my lady loved from Boulevard years ago, and I can't remember the name of it right now, but it was sort of a salt and lime kind of thing that they did. I think it was Boulevard. So anyway, it was sort of had an inspiration background with another beer, and we're like, let's give this a go. And so we usually you guys have a 16-ounce can, correct? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So then we start when we do a new one, we do it in 16-ounce in our 16-ounce series. And then that one actually made the cut and has graduated to a regular 6-pack 12 for regular seasonal slot this year. So it should be coming out next month.
It's a cool way to organize it. I like that.
Yeah, so by the time this episode drops, people will be able to actually go out and get a nice fresh batch.
Yeah.
Yep. exactly.
Awesome.
Crisp lime for summer enjoyment.
But like I said, we were okay. We just tasted it a week and a half ago, and we were okay with it enough that we're using it to sell right now to the local establishments. So it's not. So we're confident in it. It held up pretty well. So
Yeah.
That's good. I like it a lot.
4.5% ABV, so you can definitely have a few.
Oh, yeah.
Wet your whistle, if you will. Yeah, it definitely tastes like summer. Like that gives me summer vibes, and I like that.
yeah.
So.
Well, we need those. I don't know about you guys, but we need those bad down here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I think dry would be nice to start with.
it's been
Oh my gosh.
Thunderstorm warnings or something again today, it looks like.
and cold and gray. Yeah, we had a freeze warning the other day, and it's like I saw a meme about like is it okay to plant your garden yet? And it was like the different shades of like Michigan, like northern Michigan was like purple and it says no, and then the center of Michigan was red, it says no but in red. Like everything south of Ohio was like you can plant now, but everything else is like no, it's still too cold.
We haven't even. I started getting the ground ready, but we've had frost warnings last week even.
Yep.
So.
Yep, it didn't stop my
not
hops from
fun.
coming up though. My hops are already like 3
Yeah.
feet tall. They're going hard.
That's some
You guys
expensive.
had a summer beer, and I'm drinking your Justice here, which is nice and quenching and warming. It's warming me up, so thank you.
Good.
Oh yeah, Justice is a good one. It's nice, nice malty beer. Okay, I think that's a good morning beer.
Yeah, definitely.
I think every beer is a good morning beer, though. So
All right, let's open up the next one here while Johnny finishes his. So this one's going to be the Murray Hillsner Italian style Pilsner. And let's see if I can read the description here. Get it in the light. Murray Hillsner is a light, crisp Italian style Pilsner that's smooth, refreshing, and easy to drink. Clean and bright like the first warm nights of spring on Mayfield Road.
Excuse me.
It's the perfect companion for long conversations, loud laughter, and one more round. Featuring label art by Little Italy's own, was that Tara Sable?
Very good. Terrence Siebel, I believe. Yeah.
All right. My reading comprehension is not great, but this is my job apparently to read the cans. So
went to public school.
yes, I did. Yes. Let's see here. This can captures the spirit of the hill, celebrating Little Italy and the only way we know how. Together. Hear, hear.
It's very Italian, right?
And this one's 5.3 ABV. We're moving on up the scale.
Moving on up. God, I love that sound.
It's a great sound. It smells good. All right, Daryl, there you go.
Thank you.
And let's see. Oh, yeah. God, I love that crisp smell. Smell of a fresh Pilsner.
I think this is one of the flight samples I had down there. Phenomenal.
Yeah, you did. So yeah, that one's part of the. You can see the can on that one is it's basically a scene from the artist has a studio on down in our Cleveland's Little Italy, which is the street in Murray Hill, and
Dude,
right out of her window. That's basically the view right out of her studio window.
cool.
Yeah, so that was fun. And then if you look, I shouldn't mention this, but I'm going to anyway. On the front of the can, the lower part of it to the left, there's two Italian dudes. Those are my partners. The one was our marketing person had her put that in as a
That's awesome.
kind of an appreciative thing. But one of the brothers was upset because he thought he looked too big in it in the picture. So. We've been giving him a hard time about that. He's a diva.
Artistic interpretation, right?
It's like one of those caricature things that exaggerates everything.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I think it looks good. I think I'd be honored to be immortalized in can art form. Just, take the W, bud.
So one of the video productions I work on, they made me into a playing card. And it's just a screenshot of me from the side from... I don't even remember what shoot we were doing, but it's cool. I'm a playing card.
Yeah, they got his best side, though. They picked the good one. The other side, not so much.
Yeah.
That's very good.
He's got a great angle.
Our whole thing started. You guys don't have that beer, but our whole thing started with a lemon wheat beer that we did years ago for a local musician. I don't know if you guys had that one last time or not. I don't remember.
We did not.
but his
Nothing
name's
lemon.
Austin Walking Cane, and he's got part of his right leg, I think, is amputated. So when he first happened, people were gifting him beautiful canes, but he no longer needs to walk with a cane. He's really good.
That's cool.
But he is awesome. He's a blues guy and plays all over the world, and we're lucky to have him here in Cleveland. So we did that can, and then my friend's daughter, Hayes Chambers is her name. She did the can art for him, and he did. So they basically took his band and they turned him into lemon heads. So that's the whole kind of thing with like caricature. He was loving it, and he says that he still talks about it when he's up there playing. Once in a while, he'll be like, "They turned me into a lemon, man.
That's
they turned
awesome.
me into a lemon."
That's awesome.
So that's kind of how we got started with the idea with the local artist series. Hayes did the one with Once Upon a Line that you just had. She's done a bunch of ours. And you got Tara, and then you had another one, I think, too, today. So, yeah, we're having a lot of fun and trying to support that whole scene here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, you got to support your local artists. There's a lot of local art here hanging in the brewery, and it's always nice to see.
I still love the one here that creeps everybody out.
What the...
Was it Captain Spaulding?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, that's had a sold hung on it for like 3 years, I think.
Pretty sure it's Bob that bought it, as I understand it, too.
Well, you'd think he'd take it if he bought it. He's here every day.
But he likes leaving it up there for the reaction.
But
Yeah, if I could find some local artists to actually do the can artwork, that would be nice. Save
That
me
would be
the
sweet.
trouble of trying to figure out how to design them.
I'm sure we could find you
I know
someone.
you're doing a good job. I like them all.
So far.
So yeah, I like this beer. It's nice and refreshing. It's got like a nice, like, it's dry up front and then just kind of really smooth and crisp on the end. I enjoy this. It's almost got like a little hop bitterness up front, but not overpowering for a nice Pilsner. Big fan. I'm always a big fan of Pilsner, though.
yeah.
Like that is,
Yeah.
I used to be a stout guy, but now when I want to drink a dozen beers, you can't drink
It's
a dozen
simple and
stouts.
refreshing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll tell you from the sour, though, this one's amazing.
That's how we set you up. Find one you don't like, and then you're going to love everything after, right?
Yeah,
oh, I like that.
that's kind of. I figured
thought
if
of it that way, yeah.
if we start with something he doesn't like, then everything else
And
can
it's not
taste that
that the
much
sour
better.
was real. It wasn't bad, but I still don't like sours. It had a nice, clean, refreshing taste to it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Very limey. I like
A
that.
sour is just a beer went wrong, right?
yeah, exactly.
you
It's
know?
a bad beer. Why do I want to drink it?
No, then you put it on tap and everyone loves it, and you can't ever make it again.
Well, I just found out we've never made a sour here just because of contamination
Yeah.
issues. So I don't know how you've handled that. But I just found out they have a yeast drop. It's like a cube of yeast that you drop in, and it doesn't stick to anything metal for some reason or in the lines, and there's zero contamination
Interesting.
Really?
from it. And I just started hearing about it, so I want to look into that. But I don't know how you keep like contamination out of your system, or if you have a worry with that, or ever had a problem.
So that that yeast, that brand, you said it's a dual fermentation. So you ferment, basically you're fermenting, and it moves pretty slowly, and you basically let it go to the pH that you want it to, where you want to get it, and it can only get so low, which is why that one's not super sour. It can't get way down there like some of the sours you might have.
Mm-hmm.
But you get it to the point you want. You got to monitor it pretty close, and then as soon as you're there, you repitch that brew with your regular ale yeast or whatever it is you're making, and then it takes over and finishes. And you obviously can't repitch that batch, but it's not your typical lactobacillus or anything like that that's going to contaminate and get all around your brewery. So it's relatively safe. It's easily cleaned and stuff like that. So there's all kinds of ways nowadays.
Yep.
We do have some traditional sours that we keep in barrels and keep them far away from everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always been my biggest worry. I've had a lot of people ask me to make a sour here. I mean, first of all, I don't like them, so why am I going to make something I don't like? But the contamination, if I was to contaminate anything, and I have a small system here, I contaminate, I'm in trouble because that ruins all of my beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to become a
Decon the
sour
building.
brewery really quick.
Yeah, I would shut down.
We'll help you decon everything.
Yeah, Daryl's experimental ales.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think we think and judged on last year's, how it moved last year. We think it's gonna, and we're getting it out earlier this year in the summer. So we think it's going to do well. We think it's more approachable than like a typical traditional sour, very, very sour beer.
Oh,
So
yeah, for sure. It doesn't
that's
hit the
kinda
gut like a lot of those do right off the rip.
Yeah, I've had some sours that taste more
Yeah.
like stomach acid than beer.
Yeah.
And like that was rough. But I mean, that one I had at Brewery Avant, they had it was an apricot sour, and that very much had like a stomach acid kind of taste to it. But like in the best way possible, if that's a way to describe something. But,
Not really, but okay.
no, it definitely flipped my gut. I think I had an 8-ounce sample of that, and that was the last beer of the evening, to say the least. But all right, cool. So everyone's empty. So let's actually continue down the line of refreshment here. I think Peach Sunset sounded like the way to go. So American wheat ale brewed with peaches and apricots, or apricots if you're into that pronunciation. Our latest version of our popular Lake Erie Sunset Brew. This autumn edition brings on the flavors of peaches and apricots. As always, a tart finish offers a thirst-quenching treat for those crisp and cool autumn days and nights. It's definitely crisp and cool out today.
Yes.
Yeah, they're continuing. Yeah, we actually just canned our new one yesterday.
Nice.
So what we did with our Lake Erie Sunset, which I do believe you guys had last time.
Yeah, that one's phenomenal.
We moved it to like an all year. It was a summer seasonal. We moved it to all year. That one has a blood orange. It's an American wheat with blood orange.
Yeah,
pretty simple.
That's what my buddy had down there.
Pretty subtle fruit balance is what we try to go for.
Yeah.
Not too much over the top with the fruits, and then we. So we went through all year with that. It's been our most popular beer since we opened. We went to a year long with that, and we've added over the last couple of years. So basically, we have a sunset series that continues on behind that one. So we have the peach, and then we just did a hoppy sunset. So that's the first time we're coming out with that. Think gumball head ish, like that. That's our newest version. And Hayes that did the lime can. She did all of those cans of the series. So she did that one, the peach one as well. So they all have a nice uniform look to them.
Yeah,
and it's pretty cool. The other one is in the winter. We do blackberry.
Oh, that excites me.
Two of us are wearing our.
That'll be this fall. That'll become this fall.
Nice.
Yeah, we're wearing our Three Floyds today.
We get the blackberries from a local
nice
orchard. Yeah, so it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, when you said gumball head, like I definitely perked up. That's one of my favorite beers. So.
Yeah, it was always one of ours, and we actually made the beer a couple of years ago, and we put it on tap, and then never thought about it again. And it was like, wow, that was pretty good, because we were trying to come up with a third new sunset, and
fantastic.
So we settled, and we're glad, we're happy. It's on tap now, and it's like, it came out we really like it. So
it's
maybe you guys
really nice.
I'll bring some up.
I'm in. This isn't near as peachy as I was expecting. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's got a nice nice dryness up front. It almost kind of reminds me of like a Pilsner, like the way it finishes, but as an ale. Really tasting, you were right, the fruit is very subtle. Like you get just enough of it to be like, oh, it tastes like there's a fruit in there.
And I actually like that a lot more in the beers, but it seems like every time I do that here, people are like, I can't taste it. So now if we do a fruit beer, I make sure it tastes like whatever fruit I'm putting in.
I don't know
we do so we've kind of established the way that we do it that way with our customer base, so it's kind of okay. But the one problem I've been finding or fearing is our brewer at our one spot, not the downtown one, but in Euclid, Ohio. She does a weekly infusion beer, and she's always trying to do, well, so I'm going to do the sunset, but I'm going to put a whole bunch more orange in it. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, everyone's going to want me to change it now, I thought, like once people start, because a lot of people want that over the top kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah,
so it's a balance.
Yeah, because of that over top, I started last year, I just call them my variants, and it's one of the beers that I make. I just end up changing it, and I put fruit in or a puree, but it's overpowering and strong. And the weird thing is I didn't think it would go over very well at all, but every single one I put out go within 24 hours just because they want that unique, different, over-the-power taste. And I don't make a lot of them. I think I end up only having one keg ever of anything.
Yeah. Oh,
and then there's the anniversary party with the, you did all the flavors of Kolsch. That was good.
Oh.
The blueberry and the, was you doing orange?
Yeah, coffee and orange.
Yeah. A coffee
Beautiful
Kolsch
ones.
is amazing, though. I
I
love
missed
a
that
coffee Kolsch.
sangria one. God, I drank so much of that day.
Yeah, so when I did the Kolsch last time, I learned that if I'm putting whole beans in, it doesn't change the color of your beer.
It didn't?
No. So whole beans will keep your beer clear still, and you'll still get the taste.
Really? Are they have to be roasted still, though, right?
Yes, they still have to be roasted.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
That's how I ended up doing that one last time.
Yeah, there's a Pigeon Hill beer called Walter Gets Buzzed. That's a coffee Kolsch that I've always been a huge fan of. Like, it's probably the first one I think I ever had, and it's weird how it doesn't necessarily taste like coffee, but it tastes like vanilla, almost like the combo between the two flavors. But I'm a big fan. Like,
So two things I like in beer a lot. I love vanilla in beer, and I love coffee in beer.
me too.
Coincidentally,
something
we
about
have
it.
a coffee one
I
day.
see that one sitting there.
We'll get there eventually.
But no, this Peach Sunset is good. I like
Oh,
this a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah, that.
Hot day, it's a good drinker. It's not overpowering.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a boat beer right there.
Yeah.
I could definitely put down the 6-pack.
That's I was not expecting it to be that good. Not that I expected it to be bad. I'm weird about peach. So I
Yep.
was very excited to try this because I've not yet had anything I don't like of your guys or anything that's
So
bad.
you don't like peaches?
Oh, I love those kind of
Oh.
peaches.
Oh, I get the reference. I see what you did
for,
there.
for our listeners and Luke, you can only imagine what was just acted out.
Yeah, mimed. Daryl's miming. All right, so let's move on to my
Well,
favorite.
do we want to do one of
can
these or
art.
do we want to do one with Daryl's?
We
Mix
could.
it up a little bit.
It's up to Daryl.
I don't need to drink my beer, but sure, we can.
Yeah, tell me which one. Which one here?
Dirty
I got
Andale and Woodsman. So Dirty's pretty base. I don't want to blow out your taste buds yet with Andale because that is
Yeah,
that's
we'll
habanero.
finish with that.
We'll save that.
So-
we'll save that one till later.
Yeah,
We'll
so
finish that.
Woodsman. I'll grab us some Woodsman.
Yeah,
real quick.
let's do.
Was
some
it
Woodsman.
Woodsman you have?
No, I have Pop Smash and I have
Oh.
Dirty.
Hop Smash and Deer Tay. And then Andale is
Yeah.
last. Yeah.
Actually, let's do Hot Smash.
Yeah,
Hop Smash.
actually, Hop Smash
We'll
would
do
be
the
a
Hop
good a good segue into our next beer.
All right.
So that's a good call.
So I'm opening Hop Smash. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes, yeah.
But
that
you're
sounds
going to have to get it real close to the mic to crack this one because we're doing it from the tap.
Okay. Here I go. You ready?
Yep.
Best sound ever, right?
Yeah, there it is.
That's
You pick
awesome.
that up?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the sound of a good time about to happen. All right. Ooh, yeah. See, I got the first pour there, and I got a nice, glorious, frothy head on that one.
Yeah.
You
I
like-
got nice. I got nice head retention. I poured it a little rough, so I hope that's
Look at
okay. Purposely though, get some aromas out. I actually love doing a smash beer because that's how we kind of can figure out if we really like that hop or not. I think.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Way to
it's
go.
So this one was a local farmer came in, said he grew some hops. Wanted to know if we wanted some. Probably not. I'm good right now. I have enough going on. And he ended up bringing me, he pelletized them himself. And he brought a whole bunch of them in to me. He said, "Can you use these?" I'm like, "Yes, I will use them." I've been asked to make a smash beer for a while, so I said, "I'm going to make something simple and easy."
That's awesome.
I just threw the brewer's basin, and it's a Cascade from his farm. And we were shooting for about 4.5% because we wanted to keep it light. But when our help was measuring the grains in, threw too much basin.
Excuse me.
So we ended up at, what was it, 6
6.5.
Yeah, 6.5.
Yeah.
So a little
there's
higher.
I think there's another plant that's maybe related to the hop family that causes over grinding of grains. I'm not sure.
Possibly.
Yeah, I like a good smash. It's
So, and this
refreshing
one,
and light.
we didn't do a lot of bitterness in it at all. So everything was late additions or end, just because we wanted to be able to taste the hop flavor in it and see what it tastes like without getting all that bitterness in there.
Yeah, you definitely can, and it's easy drinking. I like.
Oh, yeah.
I like that a lot. Like, I love that. It reminds me of an old school pale ale, and I'm an old school brewer. So, like, to me, that's like, this is what really got me started. This kind of beer is what really got me into the whole scene.
Nice.
Same, yeah. Any kind
So-
of IPA back in the day, I was like, "Well, this is too bitter. Like, I could make something better."
Too much. Yeah.
I think my-
this is so got a great balance, and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
like sweetness, a little sweetness at the end that's not cloying in any way, but it's just balances out that hop nicely.
Oh,
I like it. I like it.
thanks.
I think my first brew that I did that wasn't a $2 kit that I bought at a yard sale was a pale ale that I got actually from a local wine supply. And they had ordered the kit for someone, and I just went in seeing if they had equipment or could order, grains and stuff. Guy goes, well, I had this beer kit that I ordered for the guy, and he never came back for it. So you want it? I don't know, give me $10. The kit's yours. I'm like, okay. So I got that, and it was it the Brewer's Best brand, I think, just their pale ale kit, the extract kit. Yeah. And that was the first one I did that I didn't buy at a yard sale.
Yeah, Adventures in Homebrewing used to do, like on Tuesdays, it was like $10 Tuesday, and you go in and you got,
nice.
It had whatever hop they were featuring, like the grains. And
That's
then
awesome.
All you had to buy was your yeast. And so every Tuesday we would go and buy whatever $10 kit they had. And whatever beer I had just finished fermenting, I'd, rack it into the keg. And then just take that wort from the $10 kit and pitch it right back onto the yeast cake. So whatever... Like if they had a pale ale and I just got done making, actually I had a Bell's Best Brown clone I used to do all the time. It tasted exactly like Bell's Best Brown, which was good. Yeah. But I did like a pale ale and pitched it onto that yeast, and I think it was just like USO4 or something like that. But there was enough of that residual brown ale in there that it came out as a very copper colored pale ale.
That's kind of cool.
It kind of captured a little bit of that malt flavor, and it was actually pretty good. But I found making those $10 beers and reusing the yeast cake, every time it was a little bit different. Mm-hmm. So there was no consistency to it, which bums me out when you make something that's really stellar. Yeah. And you're like, oh, I want to repeat
then
that.
Then you can't do it.
And then it's like, well, I have to make the brown ale first, and then I have to pitch onto that.
Collect samples from each one and label them, but then you got to store them.
That's too much work. Yeah. I just, what I learned was just don't get attached to the beer.
Sometimes that's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not happening again.
No, I mean, it's easier when you're doing like the same recipe and the same yeast and everything, but so consistency. But fermentation temperature was my biggest opportunity. I learned back in the day. Like I was like, why do my beers always taste slightly different? And it's like, temperature fluctuations or.
One thing I'm excited with in the garage work I'm going to start doing more of. I'll be out there more. So I'm going to have to get a bigger beer fridge to keep more beer, cold for drinking in between jobs.
It's important.
I'm going to be able to start justifying, brewing more again at home and, utilizing that. Because if I brew more at home, it saves me money from going to the party stores and stuff.
All right.
I appreciate that, and at the same time, I'm like, you should go out once in a while and buy beer.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, at least twice a year, I'm going to Ohio. So
there you go.
There you go.
And at least once a year, going to Indiana.
Yeah.
we have one like similar to you can't make it again. Even even on the pro level, you can't. Sometimes that's just the way it's going to be, as you know. And it's like a simple beer. It's a simple beer to make usually for everybody. But the first time we made a Hefeweizen when we first opened, and we had a meticulous plan. I don't know if it happened to you when you opened, but we had a meticulous plan. We're going to brew this beer. We're going to brew a stout first. We're going to brew things that take this long. The last one's going to be a Hefe because it's a quick turn. So we're going to have 8 beers on tap out of the gate. It's going to be perfect. Well, it wasn't so perfect, but that's not really the story. But we did a pretty good job. But our last one we turned. We got some yeast from our friends at the Brew Kettle, which I think we're having a Saison as a beer that we brewed with those guys. So
that's that's the big one we got here. I'm excited.
Yeah. So we actually got yeast from them. Jack's my buddy. He brews and owns that place, part of that place. And he's like, I got a Hefe blend over here for you. I'm like, what yeast is it again? He's like, I took a smack pack of this, and I took a little slurry of this one, and I had to add another one to it later. I was like, so we're never making. And we were like, of course it came out like we loved it. We're like, this is how we want our Hefe to taste. And we've been chasing it ever since. So.
Bummer.
So you mentioned about when you first opened up. Yeah, I would be lying if I said everything went to plan. I'm pretty sure nothing went to plan. And it was just one problem after the next, trying to figure things out and adjust and remake it. But then not being able to make a beer again. So with the leftover grains that we ended up having in the brew house, we just started mixing them, and we ground them down and made a beer called Meh. And I almost sent it down to you. It's a multi up front. It's like a water back end. There's not a lot of body to it, so I didn't want to send it out to you. But
It's simple.
yeah, it's very simple, and it's one that people started drinking and they're liking just because it has that light taste flavor to it. But I'm not going to be able to make it again because I have no idea what grains were dumped in that barrel.
Now, tell them the inspiration though, Daryl. Like, why did you make a beer called Meh?
Yeah, so our first year opening, when we were open, we had a customer come in, and we had wine as well. We were making our own wine. We still do. And she sat down, had a glass of wine, paid, and left. And we got a review on Google, and I hate Google reviews. And if you're listening, please give me 5 stars. I appreciate it. But she leaves and gives me a 1-star review and says that their beers tasted meh. And she didn't even have a beer. She had a wine.
She had a wine.
So we joked about this for the next 5 years. And we finally decided what we're making the beer called Meh all about. And it's just a mix of everything dumped into it and see what it comes out as.
I love
It's
it.
just meh.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's perfect.
The beer
I
tasted
stopped
Meh.
by my old stomping grounds yesterday, as a matter of fact, on my way home, and Great Lakes Brewing, talked to the guys over there. They just did one they called Kitchen Sink. It was a very similar concept.
Oh, yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's a very common brewer thing to do. Like
It's like a
when we-
home brewer concept.
Oh,
What
yeah,
do you have
I got all
left?
this
That's what we
leftover
used to do.
crap. That
Yep.
reminds me, I've got like 2 cans of malt extract in the basement somewhere.
Yeah, we used to, when we'd have brew
I'd use
days with
that
the
up.
boys, there'd be like, 8 or 9 people brewing, and we would just take, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and throw
I
it all
love it.
together. And that was the next brew day. That was the keg that we would drink.
Nice.
And sometimes it was really good. Sometimes it was meh. But, it was basically a free beer. It's whatever hops someone had in the freezer and, whatever extra grains were left over or whatever it was. So, and, it was a nice tradition because it gave us a reason to
That's awesome.
whoever's house we were at, they're like, okay, well, you got to bring the keg from your house and bring it over to mine. And we got to put it in the kegerator. And
Nice.
yeah, that was fun.
Well, let's
Plus,
move on-
9
let's
dudes
move on
drinking a whole
from
keg of beer.
a non-meh beer to something a little better than meh.
This one's my favorite can art of all of
This
them.
is cool.
They almost look like
Lavender
like
almost?
like lilacs or something like that. Or
Purpley and blue.
Those are. So I think there's poetic license, right? So I think with artists, the artistic license to do whatever you want. So are you looking at Hazy Hop Trail? Is that where we're looking
yep,
at?
yeah, that's the
They're
one.
different color hops.
Yeah, they look kind of like hops.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because
So,
there's some green ones on the side
guy I
here.
was talking about, the musician I was talking about earlier, introduced us to this girl, Eileen Dorsey is her name. She was the local artist of the year in a couple of the magazine polls last year. And we've been working with her since last year to kind of come up with a can and a beer and all those kinds of things and get the right fit, find the right fit. And she does a lot of tree work. A lot of her stuff looks very similar to what that can looks like. And she was like, well, I'm going to put some hops in it, because we're making this hazy hoppy beer or whatever. I'm going to put some hops along the trail. And I was like, that's perfect, And then she gave it to her and was like, hops don't really grow in trees. But you know what? That looks pretty damn cool. So we're going to roll with it. We're going to just roll with that. And I'll just take the abuse from my fellow brewers around town when they ask me where I found the pink and purple hop trees. So
No, I think it's great. I think it's beautiful.
That is cool,
All
yeah.
the purples and greens and pink hues, and yeah, it looks awesome. Like I would walk through this forest and drink
Yes.
this beer.
And eat those hops.
That's right. I mean, hey,
We can do one of the 3.
I would say those hops look like they might make you see different colors.
yeah, you might only need one of those hops.
Yeah, that's right. The medicinal
One
hops.
phone is enough.
Let's see. Okay, let's read the description here. This one is Hazy Hop Trails is like a scenic hike for your taste buds. Lush, juicy, and bursting with hops. Belma, Urbis, HS16660, and Sultana hops come together to create a juicy rush of ripe berries, tropical fruit, citrus, and a hint of pine that lingers like the walk through fresh greenery. Each hop adventure they bring to this hazy IPA, painted and wrapped in artwork by local award-winning artist Eileen Dorsey. This brew is as gallery-worthy as it is wildly refreshing. I like that.
I'm excited.
That talked that up.
I don't remember. I had an IPA down there. I don't remember which one. Seatown, I want to say.
Seatown, yeah, you
Yeah.
got Seatown. That's our West Coast. We have that all year round.
That was phenomenal.
Seatown.
Ooh, it's
Yeah, I
got a
kind of wish I sent my IPA, the Attitude Adjuster, but the problem was when Johnny was going down, it was out. and is normally never out, with the exception of when I drink a lot, because that is my go-to beer. So when he was heading down, I didn't have any up here to send you.
And this has a great like piney, resiny aroma to it. It's got that like nice dry, hoppy smell.
Got a lot of body to it. Like a
Ooh,
thickness. That's good.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, it definitely leaves you with that like resiny pine kind of aftertaste.
I like it.
It's very bright too, and not.
I was just thinking it's very
clean.
bright like the can.
Yeah, right.
Like it matches the can style.
And not overly sweet or like overly fruity like a lot of hazy IPAs can be. Juicy rather.
Yeah, it is juicy. I like it though that normally when I drink a juicy and it hits my stomach, I can feel it sitting in there, and I really don't like
Yeah, where it's
acidicness
too
from,
acidic.
from all those hops that were sitting in there.
Give her the green can.
It's definitely not too acidic, which is nice. You know, for big, bold IPAs, a lot of times they can come across with that, hop burn, you know, where you take a drink and it gives you a heartburn like instantly. Or maybe that's just me because I'm old. You know.
Yeah, you are pretty old.
Yeah, I am.
I think we had this age conversation last time, so
Yeah.
we're not getting into that again. I did tell you I'm cooking for the afternoon picnic for my grandson today, right? So.
I don't know. I've met some 40-year-old grandmas that were still looking pretty good, so, you know.
Well, there you go. You're not wrong there, buddy. You're not wrong there.
Yeah, I like this too. The can art does not disappoint when you get to the inside of the can either. Like this would definitely be something I'd see on the shelf and think like, oh man, I want to pick this up just because I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of beer. Like, you know, I'll read what it is and be like, oh, I'm interested in that. But like the can art, like, will really sell something for me.
Yeah.
For example, all the stuff Griffin Claw's doing recently.
At least enough to give it a chance.
Exactly.
That's all we ask for on that side, and then it's up to us to do the rest.
And I love that.
Save one can. People can save one can and never have to buy that again. if they don't like the liquid.
You know, I love that we're talking about it this way because it's our audience member approves of the sour. I know she liked the sour, so I wanted to pass that down. But I love that we're talking about the cans this way. You know, having grown up with the phrase "Don't judge a book by its cover." Here we are judging all these beers by their cover.
Well, yeah, I think that when they're in store, people see them. That's what they go for.
Oh, yeah.
That's what makes you
It's like
stand out.
the whole
different.
cereal in the eyes, looking at the little kids thing, because
Well, that was one
They
of
look up to the
one of
cereal
those
boxes.
isms or whatever at the place I used to work for was
Yeah.
the box sells the cereal.
oh yeah,
You know, like, and that's
it's true. It's advertising. It's marketing. It's
Yeah.
all of that. Yeah.
I watched an interesting little thing on like how food is advertised around the world, and a lot of other countries outside America, like you can't advertise to kids.
Yeah.
So like Frosted Flakes in South America, for example, still has like tiger colors on it. It's like blue with like the orange and black stripes everywhere. But Tony the Tiger isn't on the box because you can't advertise
How
to
does
children.
Trick sell?
Well,
Only kids can see it.
it's
Remember?
not for kids. Yeah, it's for everybody now. I guess there's probably just no rabbit on the box, just a bunch of brightly colored cereal that probably has significantly less sugar. Because I guess that's another thing we can't.
I bet they can still see the fruit shapes down there too. It's not the little balls of kibble like we get up here.
Yeah, I know. Like, I feel like I noticed that when I was like, wait, Trix used to be like shapes. And
grew up.
Yeah, and now you
Only
can't see it
kids
anymore.
can see it.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, this hazy hop I like a lot.
That's
I could
fantastic.
drink
Yeah.
this.
I would definitely drink a
At
whole
what,
lot of this.
7.5%?
7.5. Yep. 6.1.
Might have a little
or
something to do
61.
with it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good testament to the beer is when it's a little bit higher ABV and it doesn't taste like it's
Yeah.
higher ABV.
Like everything from Mr. Bill, you can get in trouble with.
Oh yeah, he's for context, Luke. He's a friend of the show, if you will, and he's a very, very talented brewer.
Oh yeah.
He brought us some of his fire cider one time, which is
You guys were telling me about?
Yeah.
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 yeah,
He did the rim job episode with us, the after show.
Oh, that was
okay, right.
that was crazy. Yeah, the vanilla ice cream powder that he mixed with
God, it
mead.
was so good.
I would not have ever expected that, but now every time I get soft serve, I'm thinking like, what kind of beer would this be good in? You know,
You just want another rim job. That's all that.
who doesn't? One is never enough, Johnny. You know, anything worth doing is worth doing twice. So in spirit of moving on from that conversation, let's open up this very small can of Saison. It's quite girthy.
We'll have to go to Mr. Luke on the description of this. This was the brewer's, what was it called there?
Brewer's Choice.
Yes.
Is that called?
Yep.
Brewer's Choice. So last year we have a local series of beer fests, I guess. Or we call it the Style Series. It's through Cleveland Beer Week, which I'm part of the board on Cleveland Beer Week, and what we've done is spread Beer Week all throughout the year because the 1 week seemed to be overwhelming to people now. It's like, as the climate changes and the industry changes, and everybody's wallets are thinner and that kind of stuff.
Amen.
Like going out to events for a whole entire week every night just it wasn't doing it anymore. For the beer weeks started dropping off, but trying to kind of maintain. We do our beer week we do for all charity. We just wanted to keep it going, and we just came up with this concept. Let's spread it out throughout the year. We'll do small boutique type events, and one of them is the Style Series. So one of them is the Saison Fest that just happened 2 weeks ago, I think, down in Kent, Ohio, at our friend Jennifer Herman's place called Bell Tower Brewing, and she loves Saison, so she decided to take on that festival herself. And they do a great job. And every one of them has a little local award. And it's homemade. It's a handmade crafty award. Like it's
Nice.
not like a big.
I just want to say, I love the smell of this.
Yeah, me and Daryl have both been sitting here just absorbing it. It's got like hints of like banana and clove and like.
Yeah, I think it got that banana clovey thing, and I think there's I got a little bit of like kind of peppery thing in the background. I like the way it came out. Yeah, those guys brewed it. Ben, our brewer Ben, and Phil, they brewed it with the guys at Brew Kettle, another local brewery. I think I mentioned a few times already, our friends at Brew Kettle. So they did it last year together, and they won like the gold. So they did it this year. They're like, we better brew together again, I guess. So that's a collaboration beer. Yeah.
It's-
and
And it actually took the bronze. It took third place this year. So
nice.
It's got a lot of
they
like.
didn't brew the same. They did not brew the same exact beer as last year. For the record.
It's got like a lot of like Belgian characteristics to it. Like that's what I was trying to put my finger on it.
I had they had a Belgian triple down there when we were down there, and oh my God, was that good? That was
What's
phenomenal.
the percentage on this one?
So tell me, the Belgian triple. You guys had the Devil's Claw.
Yeah, I had that
That's our
one.
Belgian triple, and that's actually won several awards
Nice.
as well. And so I don't know. Like back in the earlier days of brewing, I never really aged anything but lagers for a very long time, except for maybe barrel aged stuff when those started coming around.
Mm-hmm.
Like aging things for longer lagering times for anything but pretty much lagers, or wasn't really a thing. But we accidentally lagered this beer the first time we made it for like 3 months.
Oh my
we didn't have a brew for it, and then it won like best of show at a local thing.
That's
and we're
awesome.
like, okay, guess we're doing that now. So we always leave it kind of sit in there and lager it for longer than I think you're supposed to. But
That was.
when something works for you, I guess.
Oh yeah. I was gonna grab. I know we ran into the issue. You guys were out of the cans down there. I was gonna grab a couple of those just for me. Sorry guys, what I wanted for me.
Selfishly hoarding the triple.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna get one for us, but I wanted a couple
That's
for
fine.
me too.
No, triples and quads are usually not my go-tos, but we have
I
had
love 'em. My
we have had a
favorites.
lot of them
Yeah.
that were really good though. The Wizard's Burial Ground,
Yes.
who's made an appearance here many times with the bacon-wrapped goat cheese stuffed smoked dates with balsamic glaze. That's hard to say every time.
I will say, I think this one's my favorite one we've had so far.
Yeah,
And
honestly,
it's 6.5%, which surprised me.
yeah, honestly, I think I'd have to agree with Daryl on that one. I really loved the Italian Pilsner, but
I like that one.
the aroma and the flavor on this, and I'm a big fan of Belgians, and this kind of has that kind of like that Belgian spice characteristic that the yeast throws, and yeah. And was this just like a normal saison yeast, or did you by chance use a Belgian saison yeast?
No, it's the one we got from. I would have to ask Ben actually which one, but no, it was a dry yeast. So yeah, it wasn't.
Well, it turned out good.
We did not get a special treatment. Yeah.
I've forgotten. I got to give a shout out to Brewer Phil down there too. I'm sorry it took me so long to say that in this episode, but yeah, he was down there when we got down there again this past weekend here, or past week, and he was unloading something with a high-low and full fermenters, or is it bright tanks out of that truck that you guys were putting on, and
Oh yeah.
I mean, it
You
sounded
saw-
good.
Yeah, you saw our liquid transfer.
Yeah.
You saw our liquid transfer. So we fill up every once in a while. When we need to kind of catch up downtown. We'll fill a Grundy. We call it the old Grundy tanks. It's a 7-barrel tank that's pretty mobile, and we fill it up, throw it on a truck, and then somehow we store a tow motor across the street in the building across the street, and we're able to drive it right into the lobby. It's a production. But then we pressure that tank, push it into the bright, make sure it's held its carb. It's about a 15-minute ride over only,
Yeah.
so everything's usually good, and everything's you don't pick up any oxygen or anything like that. I don't know about disclaimers for legalities of that process, but
What process? We didn't talk about it.
we make it happen. We make it happen. I don't know. Just transporting a pressurized
All I witnessed was a thing of empty kegs. I don't know what was in anything.
It was unpressurized anyways. You pressurized it when you got there.
Yeah. So.
I suppose that we should give a shout out to Mr. Jimmy across the street there too for the use of that. And I don't know if he'll listen to this episode, hopefully, but if you listen to it, send Sean a text that says hi, and we'll see what happens there. See if this works.
All right, so we have one beer left. One beer from the selection.
I'm sad, but I'm excited because it's another new beer.
I mean, we have more than one beer left, but like we have one unique beer left.
He doesn't want the other one.
I don't want the next one.
I've had it. It's not bad.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
But I
here.
only had a sample. We'll see how this goes.
So this beer's from Collision Bend Brewing, guys. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Where are
yet.
they out?
It's Ohio, Cleveland. It says on the
Have
can.
we had them before?
I think we've had one or two of their samplings.
I heard they were pretty good. So let's see.
so far. All right, this one's Ready Set Stout, which is a coffee stout, and we are doing 6.2 ABV with 44 IBU. This one is brewed in collaboration with our friends at Ready Set Coffee. This stout is infused with their Guatemala, I'm not going to pronounce that word, roast, a micro lot grown on Juana Cruz family farm.
That's a lot of fancy words.
El Chalun in Guatemala's western highlands. The rich roasted malt character of the beer blends seamlessly with the coffee's layered notes, creating a smooth, bold, and deeply satisfying pint. And I'll try to pronounce that word now. Here it's Huhutonago.
That sounds like you did a good job.
Yeah.
If I was looking at it, I might be like, no, it's more like this. But I'm not even looking at it, so I'm
Good
going to
job.
say you.
I don't even want to look at it.
Perfectly.
I'll spell it for those who want to pause and listen. It's a HUETENANGO. Huhutenango?
Huhutenango?
Huhutenango actually sounds
Perfect.
pretty.
Crack the beer.
Yeah.
It's
Crack
a
the beer.
coffee stout.
Yeah. Hopefully it tastes like Huhutenango.
Whatever the hell.
It smells like coffee, like when you crack that open, which immediately makes me happy. It didn't have coffee this morning. I went with a Celsius instead because I needed.
Vibe one, though.
Yeah, I needed big energy this morning. I needed.
One of the rock stars with 240 milligrams of caffeine.
Oof, yeah, I had to wake up. I guess you had to.
Wow.
You have to sleep in order to wake up, though. I suppose.
I've heard
that's
of
a
sleep.
requirement. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's coffee.
Oh yeah. Yes, it is.
That's actually one of the most coffee tasting beers I've had in a while.
Yeah, that is big, bold coffee. It is on par with Wig Splitter, like the most coffee beer that's ever existed. Yeah, that's one of my favorites from Three Floyds, though, is the Wig Splitter. I haven't had it in a couple years. The last couple times we've been down there, I haven't seen cans of it. Or I'm sorry, bottles, rather. We'll have to look again this year, see if they have it. But, I love that. And it's got like that kind of like just slightly sweet finish.
Yeah, I was
like
like
the
a
bitter
creamy
coffee.
kind of concept.
Yep. Yeah, but not like
It
not like an
doesn't
Irish
finish as
cream.
bland.
No.
Or it doesn't finish bland.
It's like a good coffee, like when you drink
Yeah.
a good, black coffee, and like you get the bitter and the roast,
I wouldn't
and then
say
at the
good,
end,
but I'll
it's-
take your word for it. I'm not a coffee guy, but this is good.
It's okay that you're wrong on coffee.
Yeah,
He's
I know.
definitely wrong on coffee.
I'm the outlier of everyone I know in that respect. I understand.
And you're both wrong on sours. And you're both wrong on cherries.
Our brewer Ben is not a coffee guy, and So even the idea of making coffee beer, we've done it here and there, wasn't his most fun idea. But I will tell you something. I'm so happy because he actually likes this beer.
Nice. That's awesome.
So good. Okay. So yeah, I think it gives you enough of a balance because when you're getting he likes stouts. I mean, you get a lot of the coffee notes.
Oh yeah,
you get a coffee note from stouts without putting coffee in it anyway, right?
Right. Yeah, that roast.
I was like, you got to give it you got to open up your mind a little bit, buddy. And he's like, I actually like it.
This one's nice. Fantastic, truly fantastic.
So how do you guys go about adding the coffee to this one? Like, is it do you put it in like your primary, or how are you going about adding it?
We actually add it. So what we do is an infusion after fermentation's complete. We do it outside of the fermenter in a brink. We have a big 30-gallon brink, and so we fill that thing up with the whole beans. We don't crack them. And we have like a strict, I think it's 24 hours cap on the time it spends in there. And then we transfer it back into the beer.
Is it a colder temp you use?
Yeah. Colder temp, yeah.
Yeah, so it keeps that bitterness away. You're not cracking it open.
It seems like there's not a lot of the acids in it.
Yeah, that coffee bitterness isn't really there.
Yeah,
because...
I mean, I've tried through my career, a lot of the different ways. And basically, you're making a cold brew.
Yep.
You're making a cold brew.
And it seems to taste the best with the coffee in a beer.
I think that's why I like it, is because it's done
I did an experiment years ago with Edmund Fitzgerald Porter, which we already talked about that whole story.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But I did an experiment with that, and I did it in casks, and we did it 3 ways. I threw some in different times, threw some in a small batch. I just played around with it. And then we had the homebrew club, kind of judge it. That's how I used to always kind of get a good feedback if I was trying different techniques.
Nice.
I would use the Snobs. They're called the Snobs Society of Northern Ohio Brewers. Give them a shout out.
That's a perfect name.
30 plus years. Yeah.
You can put more in. It's fine.
But they've always been helpful to everybody in the industry.
That's awesome.
They would do a nice judging, and they would kind of tell them the feedback we got was that's kind of the best way is that cold brew coffee, just kind of put it in at the end. So that's kind of what we roll with still, and it works out. So.
Nice.
Yeah, I always loved, using my friends as like my sounding board for beers. Like
guinea pigs.
Yep. Every weekend I was brewing every week, and every weekend they'd come over and we'd drink what I brewed, and I'd take notes, and eventually the 7 taps on the keg started to get more and more consistent as I figured out things that people actually liked. So
I had a friend. We were getting into some learning about food preservation, and he was getting into like canning the meat and canning tomatoes and stuff like that.
Canned meat stout.
And we're sitting there one day and we're eating chili, and I helped him make the chili for everybody else got there, and we're all sitting in the basement eating the chili, and it's like, Bill, this is actually it was venison chili. It's like, this is phenomenal. Why aren't you eating any of this? He goes, well, this was some of the first stuff that I canned, so I wanted to wait and see how everybody reacted to it before I ate it. Like, oh, thanks, asshole. Everyone was fine, but it's like, oh, he's testing us.
What a smart guy.
So now I poured the Andale for us, which I know Johnny's going to like this a lot. But with Andale, it ended up being our Cinco de Mayo beer last year. And I actually ran a test batch before I brewed it, and I used jalapenos. And to my surprise, jalapenos just taste like green peppers in a beer. So it wasn't even spicy.
I remember that.
And we joked about it. Yeah.
I ripped the can open and ate the pepper.
So this time I ended up using, last year I just used straight habaneros, and it was spicy. And I think I had only 3 people that would drink it last year. And it was on my tap for a long time. So this year what I ended up doing is I added some mangoes into it just to try and offset that heat. And it seems to be going a lot better this year. A lot better.
So it's habanero mango? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, I just cracked it open here.
All right, let's get into it then. It definitely has a very strong mango aroma to it,
Where
which
was
I
the
like.
cracking sound?
Hey, we cracked the keg open.
But I did not reduce the habaneros from last year either. So it still has the same spice in it.
And the spice only hits me in the back of the throat. But I don't get it anywhere on my tongue. I get like the mango, and then all of a sudden I'm choking on habanero.
That's where you're supposed to get hit by, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's exactly where you get that heat. It's nice.
Yep. Well, and I know
Well, I couldn't reduce it because I had people that liked it so much, that heat the style of the heat. So I added mango to try and offset, which it's still got heat to it.
it's. I think
I want to make a
last year.
marinade out of this. This would be fantastic in jerky or something.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be bad. I think I'm gonna stick with drinking it for today, but
yeah.
I'm sitting here cooking, and I have 3 beers in front of me. This is fun.
That's a good way to start your morning.
We have a lot more than 3 open.
So that really hits the nose is real mango, and I love. When you said it was going to be mango, I got excited because I love mango habanero combination. I'll make that salsa all day to go on top of a piece of fish or something like that.
Nice.
But that's the combo that I love already anyway. So you kind of targeted me on this one.
And
I love the heat. It's definitely not like.
It's not bad. Yeah.
It's not hot. Yeah.
I think to everyone's disappointment here, so I'm kind of knowing when I eat spicy things, I get the hiccups really
I think
bad.
he's starting to build up tolerance. It's pissing me off.
Question with the coffee. It's the same question with the coffee. We always debate this locally as well. Is when do those go in? When do those go in?
Most of my flavoring goes in at the end after I'm done fermenting, just before I'm going to move it to my bright tank. I think the flavors hold the best at that point. If I try and anything I've ever done like in boiler before, I've always lost the flavors out of it. Because we used to even add like our vanilla beans to the boil when we first started homebrewing, and you could taste it a little bit, but for the most part, you boiled all the flavor out. So why did you do that?
Yep.
So then when we started dry hopping everything and putting it into the fermenter before we're moving it, that's the same thing like our anniversary beer, our Blue Devil. It's a honey blueberry blonde, and we literally get, and I have a 2-barrel system, but we get 80 pounds of blueberries, and we jam them in the fermenter and just let them sit there and soak after. And it pulls the color out of it. It pulls the flavor out of it. It just tastes better always before you're moving it to the bright
What do you
tank.
do with the blueberries after? Make it into like a pie or something, dude.
I know what you want to do with them.
Well, that's different.
you need a lot of blueberry to get that blueberry flavor.
Yeah.
That's one thing I found. Yeah.
Oh, it ended up being like 80 pounds for a 2-barrel system. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of blueberries put in there. And then you have that loss, so then you're trying to squeeze the blueberries. You get all the juice and everything back out of it.
Right.
I turn the rest into a jelly, dude. Or syrup. That reminds me, I brought a syrup little shooter for you to try. I haven't tried it yet, but
syrup.
yeah. I found so across the parking lot they got it for, was it Manhattan's or whatever, a Whistle Pig syrup.
Oh, Daryl does love Whistle Pig.
Yeah,
I like
so
Whistle Pig,
I literally asked Shayna for the empty bottle. So there's a little bit left. That's what's in the bag in the box there for you.
Yeah,
Curtis tried a little bit and it's mostly gone.
And Daryl and I are both very big heatinists. Like, we love our hot sauces and hot stuff, but I'm not the biggest fan of like spicy beverages. I love hot sauces, hot peppers, hot everything.
Dude,
but
we've eaten
spicy
Carolina
beverage-
Reapers together.
Oh yeah, yeah. Every year I grow a lot of super hot peppers, and I know that I can just bring them up to the brewery, and Daryl and I can just sit here and eat them. And we've had some pretty hot ones.
Or get Johnny drunk and feed him peppers at your house too.
Oh yeah. Well, last time we refused to give Johnny the pepper because like it's so far and beyond his level of understanding. But,
Well, that one I said no to.
no, we made you say no. You kept wanting it.
No,
the
I didn't. Your
the
one buddy
apocalypse
kept,
scorpion. Yeah, that is the hottest thing I've ever
Your
eaten
one
in my
buddy
entire
kept
life.
trying to get me to eat one or eat some of it, and I kept catching him trying to put stuff on chips.
Oh,
in
on the
bowl.
chips, yeah. He kept trying to sneak a pepper to Johnny. Yeah, that was funny because they
That
were
was
both
hilarious.
Even I was in the kitchen eating ice cream. Like, that pepper is it's not for the faint of heart.
Dude, your face was red. I swear you were tearing up from that. That was a hot pepper.
It feels like swallowing hot needles. It's
believe
not enjoyable in the least. I don't know why I still have them.
Real high proof moonshine's the same way.
No, yeah.
It just hurts all the way down.
Should throw one of those peppers in some high proof moonshine and make a spicy one for you.
No. You're going to do it and I'm going to drink it. We know how this is going to end.
No, it's terrible. Like spicy liquor. I had friends that they wanted to infuse habaneros into liquor, and they took like Everclear and filled a jar with habaneros and then Everclear. Now, one habanero is enough for the whole jar, not like a pound of them.
Uh-oh.
And they were all outside on the grass, like, throwing up fire.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it was just too much. Like, and habaneros aren't even that hot.
No.
I mean, they're hot, right? But they're not that hot. And yeah, it was a big mistake because when you put it in liquor like that and drink it, like the oils evaporate a lot differently.
Extracts it.
Yes.
That's how you make extract.
Yeah. It's not like chewing on a pepper and eating it, and like there's something about the liquor and the evaporation. It's a bad time.
Yeah.
The Andale, though, is much more tolerable. Than I think it was
Even
last
I would drink
year
this.
for the heat.
If there were no other options whatsoever, I would still come here and drink this.
That's weird because if there's no options whatsoever, it was a sour cherry, I would not drink it.
Well, I'll say this as we're winding down here a bit. What updates, what new stuff you guys got going on down there?
Beer wise, well, summertime, summertime stuff. We got a cool, the one I talked about earlier was a Belgian wit style beer, but it was lemongrass, and we used Lady Paradise in.
God, that excites me.
We're actually, I think, if I'm remembering, it's 9 years in now. I think we're brewing our first traditional. We just brewed our first traditional Belgian wit for another local little music fest that's called Lottery League.
Nice.
It's really cool. Yeah, it's called Ghost Echo. It's sponsored by the people that make all the amps and all that kind of stuff. So they give you the name. They design the can.
Nice.
It's a really fun deal. And then the Lottery League itself is really cool. It's all these local musicians kind of put their names in a hat and pull out. Somehow they organize it so you don't end up with like 4 drummers trying to form a band. But I don't know how they do all that part, but they do a lottery and you end up I think the base rule is can't be someone that you've played with before. So we end up forming like 20 different bands, and they have this rock all this music fest all day. And so 4 of us local brewers all got to collab on some beers too for it.
That's awesome.
That's really fun. And then
and when is that event?
Our other big news I told you guys when you were in town was kind of on the way back home for you guys. On the west side, we got an east side place and downtown place, and then we got a west side place coming. We're pairing up with a big go-karting complex. It's a high-end Lorain, Ohio kartplex, and it's this high-end professional go-kart series, so people come from all over.
So I can drink and drive.
I was just saying the same thing.
That's where everybody takes it, but they got strict rules on that part.
I believe that, yeah.
It's like going to the axe throwing places with the beer. They got real
all
strict
of us, whoever wants to go ride can ride, and all of us that want to just watch have a beautiful view of the tracks, and we can drink some beers. So.
Nice.
Are there collisions? Is this at least worth going to drink and watch?
They frown against collisions normally at those places.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's not very Collision Bend of them. Come on now.
Guys, I'm bringing Kelly in here. She just walked in the house, so she's a big fan of the pepper beer, of the hot pepper beers.
Nice.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
I'm giving her some of this Andale right now. Say hi, Kelly.
hi, Kelly. Oh, you meant her. No, sorry, she could talk.
I'm going to have some more of this Saison while we wait.
This is a mango habanero. This is the real reaction you guys need.
Well, I don't like mango.
Oh, you know why? Yeah, let's just. We all been finding today that we don't necessarily have to like things, and then they end up being good in beer. Yeah, so yeah, so
That's good.
all right, we'll be up. We
Awesome.
better make sure that thing's on tap.
We made Daryl drink a sour. We made me drink something hot and coffee, and we made her drink that.
Yeah. And I like everything today.
I was gonna
so,
say, what
like,
does
I'm having
Jim
a great
not
time.
like?
Yeah, I'm having the best Christmas.
That's really good. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, so when is that looking to open up? Or ballpark, if you even have an idea.
We're operating partners. We're going to run a little brew pub on the campus of this bigger complex with other activities happening. And I think we're looking at July,
Nice.
midsummer here. Depending on construction and delays and all the things that happen.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah,
So
we'll see.
that might be a
We're
place
real
for us to
exciting.
stop on the way
We're
home.
real busy with it and
Nice.
trying to make sure we got everything. We're ready to roll. So.
That's
It's an
awesome.
exciting new challenge for this summer, so
Yeah.
we'll have to. I'll keep you guys updated.
I'm in. Sounds like good.
Yeah, and I'm coming up that way for a baseball game, so I'm gonna have to hang out.
Excellent.
Have some beers.
I think we can make that happen.
I know a place.
Yeah, I told those guys to bring in. My friend and I keep saying we're going to meet for a baseball game. He's in Grand Rapids, up by Grand Rapids at Cedar Springs Brewing. Great dude, great brewery. And so we have to meet for a Tigers game at some point. So we're going to come check you guys out.
Nice.
Well, if you don't want to go to the stadium, I mean, it's not quite middle of the way, but so Grand Rapids is across the state from us. But if you come to Richmond, there's a 10-foot screen in the back we can use to watch this game on. And then we're in this
what
brewery.
We'll probably end up doing is going to one game and then watching, like, it'll be a weekend series, I'm assuming, and we'll check out that other game on the 10-foot screen. That sounds perfect.
I support this.
Yeah, I support everyone going to see the Tigers and the Pistons and the Red Wings, actually.
And the brewery.
Oh, I
here.
support everyone drinking. No.
Right.
We're not talking about the Pistons right now.
Oh yeah. Geez, yeah. Yeah. I work at the arena, so I was there for game 1 and 2, and there was for game 2, I know Dan Gilbert paid for several busloads of Cleveland fans to be bussed up to Detroit with all their Cleveland gear on and everything. And it was a wonderful dynamic. Like, I loved the kind of chirping back and forth between the Cleveland and the Detroit fans. And then there was this was probably the coolest moment was on like the main causeway at LCA. There were 2 breakdance crews, one from Cleveland and one from Detroit, and they were like facing off.
Battling. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I've seen videos of that sort of stuff, but I've never seen it in person. That was awesome. Like, just watching them bust a move, and like, dude, like the crowd was gathered around. Like, I was up on like the upper level, like watching it from above, and like that place was loud, dude. It was so loud. So. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy that we're going to Cleveland up 2-0, putting the boys on their heels there a bit, going down, So I would like a gentleman's sweep, though. I'd like 4-1 would be great. Go Pistons.
We're hoping that things change for the home team here, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Hey, man, number 1 in the East, we're showing up.
Well, I think no matter who wins, who loses, we can all agree and salute to a beer.
Yeah, exactly. We can have a beer to the sports.
Absolutely.
Go sports.
Well, I could throw this in, and my friend Dave from Cedar Springs, he's a big Tigers fan, and through the years, we have always, when one of our teams, whether it be the Guardians or the Tigers, is out of it, I've learned to root for the other side. So I can do that for you guys for this Pistons too.
That's right.
Nice.
No, I mean it was a good game though. Like, I was a little nervous game too. Cleveland started to come back there at the end, and I was like, oh man, boys, come on. Like, but it was interesting. I was down in the shipping receiving area, and Harden was like coming in, like when I was standing there, and like standing like 2 feet away from that man, like his beard is very intimidating. He is a huge man.
Yeah. He's dribbling off his toes, not so intimidating.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Well, we all make mistakes, right?
Yeah,
his 14 turnovers a game, not so scary.
Oh, right at the end when we were only up by 4, and like Cleveland took a shot, and Pistons went up to grab the rebound and ended up tipping it in the net. And I'm like, oh, good boys, if you lose by 2, you put it in your own net. So like, you deserve to lose.
Can I do that in basketball?
Well, shoot, by the time this comes out, Pistons won, right?
Maybe.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
They're the champions.
We'll see. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see about that.
I just give up officially on not recognizing time in this show.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's my bad.
No, not you. It's Daryl.
We joke about it all the time.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Our posting schedule,
Especially
we
when
never
we're
know.
playing each other, it's kind of tough,
Well,
all right, guys.
Nonetheless, really appreciate you sending some of these beers up for us, Trad. I
Yeah,
hope
they
you
were
enjoyed
fantastic.
what we sent to you. And
Thanks a ton, Luke. We really
truly
appreciate
thank you for
it.
joining us again. Hell of a good time as always. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you guys. Have a good one.
You
See you,
too,
Luke.
sir, and we'll see you.
Yep, I know.
Oh, those were good. If you didn't learn anything today, at least remember this. Beer is the answer that makes everything better.
Can't remember the question, but who cares when you have a cold one in your hand?
Remember, everybody, drink responsibly, drink high gravity.
Most importantly, drink well.
Okay, not the well. Life's too short for bad beers.
Stay frothy, my friends.